Hello, Internet, and thank you for joining me today. So, I hope that you'll journey with me on a back-to-back Yap session here. I wanted to do a proper video, but again, life is just getting in the way, and so that's not going to be something that I'm going to be able to do. Definitely not something I'm going to be able to do before the holidays. So here we are. We're going to just do another Yap session where I ramble incoherently about something that I found on the internet. In this case, it's going to be the the worst films of 2025. Let's call it that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to use this list that I found on IMDb. I'm pretty sure it's user generated. I haven't dug that much into it. I kind of skimmed it to give me some ideas on what I would put in the bottom 5 of my 2025 list. And honestly, this is actually going to be a little bit difficult for me because most of the year-end lists that I've seen so far have a whole bunch of movies that I haven't fucking seen. So we're going to just go through the ones that I actually have seen. I'll stop and talk about them as I see them on the list. And there are some that I've jotted notes down about just before I pulled up this list that I knew that I was going to put on here. So I'll yap about them as they come up or as I bring them up. So those are kind of the rules of this video. But yeah, generally speaking, 2025 was more a year for mediocre movies as opposed to outright bad movies. Yeah, I wouldn't actually call most of the movies that are on people's bad lists bad. And because I have stellar taste, a lot of the movies that I actually really liked are on this list, I think, and are on a bunch of people's lists and stuff. But that's because I am the alpha predator of YouTube. Yeah, have to strike that in editing. I am the alpha predator of movie reviews. Yeah, we'll go with that. Anyway, moving right along, I wanted to make this video today because, yeah, I'm already in a mood, so let's just go with this one. I had a couple of different topics in mind, but this is the one I'm going with because my holly is not jolly, and my day has been neither merry nor bright. My eggs are not nogged, and I want to put my 39.5-foot pole into Sydney Sweeney. That last one might seem a little bit different than the others until you remember rage boners are a thing. Anyway, moving right along here. Like I said, alpha predator of YouTube movie reviewers here, and as such, the number one pick on this list is Snow White, and that's a movie I didn't see, so I'm not going to talk that much about it. Obviously, it was going to be bad just based on the trailer, based on all of the marketing. All of it was going to be awful, and it's a Disney remake, so yeah, I would honestly probably slot Lilo and Stitch into this before I slotted Snow White into the number one spot, just because Lilo and Stitch is way more insulting in my opinion. But moving along to the second one on the list, War of the Worlds. Also didn't watch it. A lot of people have complained about it. It seems like a really fun, bad time to me, honestly. But yeah, I haven't gotten drunk enough to watch that one. Smurfs, I'm not going to watch that. I don't have any fucking interests. Jewel Thief, again, no. Black Phone 2, no. I have no idea what this is. I'm kind of intrigued just because of what it's called. I honestly will probably kind of earmark that and see if I can't make a really crap video about it. Captain America Brave New World here, though. I did watch about 3/4 of it, right? And honestly, I really like Anthony Mackie as the Falcon, but it's just one of those things that, like, they gave him the worst dialogue in this movie. And I don't think it deserves to be on the bottom of the list. This is one of those that I'm like, I mean, it's not good. Like, it's bad, but not that bad, right? And I know that there were reshoots and stuff to make it slightly less race baity, but that the movie that we got was just so mediocre that it left no impression on me, and I couldn't even get through the end of it. It's not that I consciously stopped watching it. I just got distracted by something else and stopped watching it. So it's a bad movie, but I wouldn't say that it pissed me off. Bag in Action, no idea. Brick, I've actually heard something about, but I don't remember much of it, honestly. I just know that I haven't caught up and actually watched it. I think it's on my Netflix queue, but I can't swear to that. Wolfman here. So I was going to review that initially. Like, it was literally one of the first movies that I had listed for my Halloween videos, my Halloween set of videos. And yeah, it was so boring that I struggled with the script for like 4 days before I decided to just not do anything with it. It was that boring. And it has an interesting idea. They just spend so much of that. Like, look at that runtime, hour and 43 minutes. Of that, about an hour and 10 minutes of it is just boring bullshit that you don't care about. And honestly, it deserved better than what it got, but it was not a good movie. But again, didn't piss me off. It's not in my bottom 5. Same with The Running Man. I did a whole video on The Running Man if you want to know my expanded thoughts on it. It's not bad enough to be in the bottom for me, so it's just not a good movie. Minecraft sucked. Honestly, it kind of doesn't feel like the Minecraft movie came out this year. That feels like 3 years ago to me. But there's just been so much going on with me that just does not seem real. And honestly, like, again, it's bad. Like, it's really bad, actually. But I don't think it was bad enough that it deserves to be on the bottom of anyone's list. And honestly, this is the first list I've seen it on. No idea what Fountain of Youth is. Didn't see Electric State. Okay, this is the first one where I overlap, okay? Because Jurassic World Rebirth was really, really awful. And, like, I knew within the first 5 minutes that it was going to make this list just because that opening scene is just so dumb and so cliche. See, I have a soft spot for the Jurassic movies, right? I grew up with the original Jurassic Park. I remember very vividly watching The Lost World. That's the sequel, right? It's called The Lost World, not A Lost World. Either way, I could look it up, but I'm not going to. Anyway, I remember vividly watching that one Halloween. I remember the summer that Jurassic Park 3 came out. I remember the first Jurassic World, which was really boring, but, you know, I still kind of liked it. I'm kind of just a sucker for these, but Rebirth and the last one before this, I don't remember what it was called, Extinction or something, I don't know. Anyway, this is just awful. Like, literally, I don't remember a lot of what happened. I tried to rewatch it before this video, and I just found myself tuning it out as I'm trying to do other things because I cannot pay attention to this movie. It's utter trash. And I think Scarlett Johansson actually does a really bad job in it. Like, she just didn't show up for it. And like I said, that I'm a sucker for things like, look, I even pulled up Extreme Dinosaurs. That's how much of a freaking sucker I am for dino stuff, right? Because, like, look at those muscles, man. Yeah, it was just a cheap TMNT knockoff, but I loved it as a kid, and I just have a soft spot for these, and even that did not soften the blow of Rebirth, and I'm really depressed that this is one of the few movies that was a huge box office hit. So that means that studios are going to try to replicate this piece of shit. So that's not cool. Anyway, moving on. Don't know what Havoc is. A Working Man, it seems so boring, I'm not going to watch it. Now you see me, now you don't. The funny thing about this is if you watch the YMS commentary on the first two, they actually make the joke that they had the perfect opportunity to make two movies, Now You See Me, and then Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And here's the thing, they make fun of that as a stupid idea because it is a stupid idea. And now this movie is out, and I am dedicating myself to not watching it. Conjuring, I fell out of love with The Conjuring a long time ago. The first and second one are good, and I think it's like Annabelle Comes Home. Like, it's the second Annabelle movie is actually really good for literally no reason. But aside from those three movies, this franchise is tired and awful. Heads of State, no idea. No idea. Last Breath. I don't know why 28 Years Later is on so many people's like crap radar. Because I thought it's not perfect by any means, and I enjoyed myself. Okay, sue me, man. I had fun with the zombie movie and the guy, Aaron Taylor Johnson, kick ass, and Ralph Fiennes is there with iodine covering him, even though he's English and he pronounces it iodine, whatever. But yeah, like this movie was not that bad, not bottom of the barrel bad. The Accountant 2, yeah, I'm not gonna get into that one because I'll be here forever. Ballerina, I believe I started watching this, but honestly, I just get distracted watching bad movies like this, so I just kind of wandered off. I never went back to it, so I can't definitively say that it's one of the worst movies or if it even deserves to be in this list at all, but a lot of people did not like it. Alright, but Fantastic Four, listen, again with just shitting on Marvel movies, I get it, they are not as good as they used to be, but First Steps is not bad enough to be down here. Like, it is a solid base hit for Marvel, and from everything I've heard about from people that I respect in real life, they say that what was the other one, the team up, the bad guy team up movie that they did this year, whatever that one is, the other Marvel movie, they're just solid base hits, but like nothing in comparison to the old movies and not great on their own. Just, solid, okay movies that you can throw on and be entertained for a little while. And that should be fine. It's just, I think we have held ourselves to a standard that Marvel's never going to be able to meet that again, right? It's just never going to happen. But moving on, didn't watch because I haven't watched. I think I've seen like 2 of the Mission Impossible movies, but I haven't seen the rest of them. The Amateur, no idea. Oh, hey, it was the Thunderbolts. Yeah, this one. It's supposed to be just another base hit. Like, and we're just so used to, or we hold Marvel to a standard that they should be knocking it out of the park. And a quick aside here, but one of the reasons that I think we do that is because we are seeing the budgets of these things, and they're in like the $200 to $300 million range at this point. And for $200 or $300 million, we should be getting something that's fucking astounding. Like Weapons is made for like nothing, and that's one of my favorite movies of the decade, right? So like the fact that these movies are getting like quadruple that budget, right? Just, we should be getting something better, and we expect better, but we're never going to get it again. These are just corporate shit out movies where they're not going to be high art ever again. They're just not. Anyway, Superman, again, I legitimately like Superman. It's fucking awesome. And yeah. I'm sorry, haters. Like, I hear all of the complaints I really do. I have heard so many people talk about how, oh, this is just James Gunn's style at this point. Oh, it's derivative of Guardians. Oh, it's this, that, or the other. And listen, if I can sit down with one of these movies and just be entertained, yeah, just entertain me at this point, comic book movies. Don't worry about being high-minded or whatever. Like, you're never going to be that again, so just entertain me. And I was entertained by Superman, so sue me. I like it. Weapons, fuck you. This is an awesome movie. This is an incredible movie. 7.5 is a fucking crime. It is literally an 8.5 or a 9 on this. I don't give ratings in my videos, by the way, because I don't feel like it's my place to rate a movie like on a scale of 10 or 5 or whatever. I do on my letterbox most of the time just because it's like a shorthand or whatever. But yeah, Weapons is literally one of my favorite movies of the year. This list can go fuck itself. Frankenstein 2, same thing. You're only shitting on it because it's popular. Same with K-pop Demon Hunters. K-pop Demon Hunters is widely seen as one of the best movies of the year by even cynical asshole critics on the internet. Like, I was listening to Open Bar the other night, Critical Drinkers podcast, which if I ever get on there, that'd be fucking awesome. But anyway, they said K-pop Demon Hunters was one of their favorite movies of the year. So this list, go fuck itself. Predator Badlands. So when I sat down to watch this movie, I actually pulled out my notepad, was like, okay, this is super popular. Everyone's talking about it online. I can hit the algorithm and get more than 2 views on my video, right? As I was sitting there watching it, I was literally so bored that I just stopped taking notes and started doing something else. Like, I didn't shut the movie off, but it literally dawned on me, like halfway through it, that I was going to get nothing out of that movie. I even had like a title for it and everything, because it's Predator. Friendship is magic. Like, it's just bad. I still might do a video on it at some point because I still have my notes, but like, I cannot for the life of me muster up the time to rewatch this movie for a video. Anyway, Mickey 17, didn't see it. F1, everyone loves F1. Why the hell is all this on here? I'm not watching that. Sinners was a great movie, fantastic movie. So I think this guy might just be trolling. I think this is a fan-made list, mostly because that's literally the only one that I had on my list was Jurassic World, which I can't even find anymore. But yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's the only one that's on that corresponds with my list. Let me go back to this other list, which I was originally going to do this list, and now that I went through that list, I realized I should have just stuck with this one. But yeah, there's a few more movies on here, but Screamboat. Screamboat was bad, but it doesn't boil my piss as much as other ones, because Elio is one on my fucking list, right? I talked a bit about it in my summer wrap-up video, but yeah, it's just, again, with the Disney movies and these having like incredibly high budgets, it's fucking crazy to me that we have like $200 million productions. Like, I think this one was like $250 million production, and it's just so mid and so blah. Like, I get it. Like, I've heard all the behind the scenes drama that this was originally supposed to be about a kid like coming out as gay or whatever, and you can make an interesting movie out of that. I don't know if you want to aim it at this young of a demographic, but even if you did, I would probably try to watch it and give it a fair shake. The only time I don't do that is like a Cuties situation, but that's because Cuties is just actually a gross movie. But like, yeah, Elio was just nothing. Like, there's no moral, there's no message, almost nothing happens, and you've seen this movie a million times. And making it gay might have made it interesting, but it wasn't going to make it good. I think because I did scan this list before I started. Yeah, none of my bottom 3 are on here, which I knew one of them wasn't going to be, but I'm kind of surprised that one of them isn't. Anyway, moving on to the one I made notes about here. Let me just actually... We can go to IMDb and we can look up... Yeah, this is it. Yeah, Him. Him is a fucking trash movie. Like, I gotta give it up to Marlon Wayans here. Like, he's fantastic in this movie. Like, his acting, I totally believe his character. And I miss Marlon Wayans. I really wish he would be in more movies. But not like this. This movie was painful to get through. I honestly, I wanted to stop it, but I knew people were talking about it, so I kind of wanted to go ahead and just get the full experience, right? But it's like, this movie doesn't understand humans, it doesn't understand football, it doesn't understand men. Like, it literally is just the most confused, out of left field fucking movie. I fucking hated it. Everything you have heard about this movie is bad, and it is even worse in the movie itself. Like, I cannot begin to describe, like, just all the awful decisions. Honestly, what I kind of want to do is get a couple of movies together where I can just sit there and legitimately, like, watch them, right? I don't know what the fuck that is, but whatever. No one watches my videos, so whatever. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's just some movies I want to get together and, like, just sit down and do a watch along. Like, that's my dream to get this channel to. Like, I want to watch along movies and do the commentary along with it, and then just do, like, cut up sections of it. But I have not found the time to do that and commentate over it, because I have a tendency to get loud, and I don't have space to get loud. But yeah, Him is an absolute trash fire. I fucking hated it, but it did not make the bottom 2. The bottom 2 are, hold on just a second, I should have prepared for this. What? Yeah, what the... Does it need the backslashes? That's dumb. Anyway, VHS Halloween. VHS Halloween, this movie super fucking pissed me off, right? Because about 80% of this movie is great, and I loved it, because I actually love almost all of the VHS movies. Like, I know that most of them aren't fantastic or anything. There's only one short Amateur Night that is worthy of unabashed praise. But yeah, VHS Halloween, I was watching it, right? And I'm taking notes, because I was going to do this one as well for my my Halloween section. But yeah, I was watching it, and it gets to the part where they are going through, like, it's really an interesting segment, because the setup for it is that there is this, it's like a VHS transfer place that will tape your kids in case they go missing, because there's a lot of missing kids, right? And we're watching the footage of some of the kids getting interviewed. Some of it is like a news footage type of thing, but then some of it goes to, like, these home videos that are being filmed at the time, and like they go way too deep into child-like exploitation type of thing, where the guy is obviously kidnapping kids and he's filming them, and it's not like the kids disrobe at all, but it's highly implied that they are being abused, and that goes on for way too long. And it felt gross, it was gratuitous, and I could not for the life of me recommend this movie. I think I gave it like a half a star on Letterboxd, which again, I don't do ranks, but if I did, this would be a 0. Like, this movie, again, 80% of it really is great, really is good. Some of the best in the VHS like series, but man, that one section just absolutely ruins it, and I cannot recommend it for that. But anyway, the the number one movie that pissed me off the most was Alma and the Wolf. I did a whole rant about this. This was the only movie that I saw and pissed me off so much that I had to just ramble and yap about it like this. Like, I couldn't come up with a script because nothing was sounding right. I just took a couple of notes and went about my time, right? But this movie, and what makes this even worse for me, like, it's a bad movie. Like, it's kind of rambly and kind of boring, and the ending just completely ruins it, and it gets goofier and goofier as it goes on, and no one has a consistent character, and everyone fucking sucks. You hate them all. But like, on top of all of that, all right, you have all of these people online, because I went to look at reviews because I'm like, listen, everyone else must be pissed off at this too, right? No, everyone was jerking this movie off. Every review I've seen of it is just like, oh man, I loved it. The effects were so cool. And that baffles me, because first of all, the effects are not cool. The story is not cool. The premise is okay. I would, if a better writer and director hopped on this project and said, hey, we're going to clean it up so that, you know, our twist is not a lie and all of that, I would 100% go for it, right? But man, this really just pissed on you without the courtesy of calling it rain. But yeah, that's kind of my bottom 5 for the year. I don't really have much more to say on that. I was just having kind of a bad day and thought I'd open up the microphone and vent some of that. But if you like this, show me by leaving a like and subscribe, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, even though I'm stumbling over my words. This is probably one of my worst recorded videos, but at least I have some visuals, and looky, you can see me scroll up and down there. Wow. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. Sayonara, bitches.